Hello everybody, this is BadHell24 here, and welcome back to Salvation Remake Part 8. I'm really excited to get this back underway. In the previous part, in Part 7, we had a big fight that broke out when Yuri did a bit of a sleight of hand and lied a little bit by telling the MC to go get a back when in reality, she just wanted to confront Natsuki about what's been going on in her house and shit like that. We know the deal. We know what happened. Monica and Siri tried to get in on it as well. It didn't work. Then Monica saw us and we were like, oh, you know, it's fine. We had a bit of a scene going on here with Monica trying to access the console, and then triggering a kernel access monitor access reset. Which I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but something is going to happen with that. So let us continue on from where we last left off. Oh, I hate that bzzting. But we are here, new day, new whatever the fuck is going on here, with the MC waking up. Bzzzt, bzzzt. I slammed my hand on the alarm clock and rise up from bed. Last night was pretty rough, but I think I'm finally getting a hold of my grade situation. I'll be having an after-school tutoring session with some teachers to try and make up some assignments and improve some grades. This unfortunately means I won't be able to make it to the club meeting today, but it's for my own good. Plus, Sarah's probably starting to worry about me. That's the last thing I need. And probably the last thing she needs as well. I rub my eyes and yawn before I get up to get dressed. So, no club meeting today. It's gonna be interesting to see what's going on here. I wonder if we're gonna have to perspective shift to Monica again. Because we usually do have perspective shifts every once in a while in this mod, which is something that was not a thing in the OG. And I like this. I like the additions of these, like, perspective shifts where we get to see what Monica's doing and what Monica has to deal with, you know? So it puts it into, like, perspective, pun intended, about, like, what's been going on here. Like, Monica is trying desperately to get her goals achieved, but she can't because the code's different, the game's different, she can't access anything. So, as I walk outside, I know she's already up waiting for me. Good morning, Bat. Morning, Sari. Hey, guess what? What? I have enough to go to this session today. It's about time I got some up with this stuff. Oh, that's great. Would you like me to join you? But you'll miss the club meeting. I'd rather be with you. No. Okay. Well, who am I to deny that? Sari interlocks on with mine to make a commute. Something tells me that we're not gonna have the perspective on that tattooing session. Something tells me that there's much more interesting stuff that's gonna go down between Monica and Yuri and Natsuki. We're going to have a perspective shift to Monica. I am ready for that. I am so ready for that. Something's off though. I feel like there's a reason she doesn't want to go to the club today. I have a feeling it's got something to do with what happened yesterday. Oh yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. Nobody will wants to tell me anyways. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck went on? Don't talk about it. Number one rule at the literature club: don't talk about the literature club. You know, it's giving Fight Club vibes. Except it's not really the entire club. It's just that one occurrence that happened there. It's like you don't talk about that occurrence. Rule number one of that situation: don't talk about it. Just nobody wants to, so, but we know. We as the player know what happened. As we arrive at school, two familiar people walking through there catch our eye. Well, I guess Yuri and Natsuki. Hey, it's Monica. Natsuki and Monica. No, okay. Sure, whatever. You usually don't see those two walking with each other. Let's go say hi. Alright. As we make our way over to the unlikely plan, I notice Natsuki doesn't look too happy. Nor does Monica. Well, they could just be tired. See, we as the player have more knowledge than the characters do. I know that there's a term for that. There's like an actual term for the reader or the player or the watcher of a film or movie or play or whatever knowing more than the characters do. I don't know. Isn't that like poetic irony? Something like that? It's something. It's something. Y'all can drop in the comments below what that term is, because I know it's a term, but I don't know what the term is. That was a weird note, if you guys heard that. I don't know if you guys did. That was interesting. Kind of just caught me off guard. Anyway, but yeah, drop in the comments below what that term is, because I can't think of the name for the life of me. Well, they could just be tired. But Taylor's right. These girls usually don't walk together. They live on completely opposite sides of town as well. Being out of the loop has never felt so frustrating before. Morning guys, fancy seeing you here. I'm guessing you're referring to the route we decided to take this morning. I usually don't see you walking this way. Natsuki either. Natsuki and I both decided to take a different route to school. Yeah, gotta change it up sometimes. Yeah, it is. And of course. Natsuki and Monica took glances with each other for a short moment. Well, we all better get going. We don't want to be going for class now, do we? You're right. Come on, Pat, let's get going. Wait! Before I could protest any further, Sarah grabs my arm and starts pulling me towards the school entrance. Despite Sarah rushing through class with the fear of being late, we arrived about 10 minutes early before classes start. Brilliant. So, y'all the slightest bit curious as to why they were walking together? Not really. What is there to be curious about? We've all been friends for a while. Even you were surprised, though. Admittedly, it was a bit weird to see them both coming into school from the same area. But I quickly figured out why. Spill the beans. They had a sleepover last night. You do know what that means, don't you? They had a sleepover? What else could... They had a sleepover and didn't invite us! Is that all you're fucking worried about? You're worried about her not inviting you guys over when the blaring obvious thing is that they had a sleepover. Are you not confused as to why that is? Like, come on. Put 2 and 2 together, say early. Come on. It's way too early for you to be yelling like that. But I don't think I'd want to be invited anyway. Doesn't seem like something they wanted us to know. Going off of how they acted this morning anyway. You're right. That is a bit strange. What's Chico's could possibly be hiding from us? Well, maybe... you know. Let's get our tinfoil hats! Okay, sorry. Nothing like that. I'm sure we're making something out of nothing. It's possible we just have something to do with what happened yesterday. Which, of course, you know more about than I did. Yeah. You're right. I'll only talk about it with you if she decides to open up. Otherwise, my lips are totally sealed. That's good then. You're a good friend for doing that. And you're a good friend too. If you're not trying to get it out of me, of course. Sarah suddenly gets close to me and lowers her voice to whisper. Because in all honesty, if you kept trying, I probably would have broken and told you. Wait, what? Oh, that's the enough for class. You better start getting class too. What? Sarah playfully pushes me away before heading into her own class. I mean, not that it's a bad thing or anything, but she seems really upbeat despite what happened yesterday. I don't know, it feels forced somehow. So I just deal with it sometimes. I readjust my bag and head to class. There's still an hour left for lunch, but I really gotta use the bathroom. I slide the door closed behind me, back my way down the hallway. I wonder what Sayori's up to right now. I hope she's doing alright in the classes. I never really thought about how she acts when I'm not around, honestly. Is it more of the same, or does she take her mask off when she's not around her friends? I don't know if that's something I'll ever find. What? For a split second, I shut my eyes. I could immediately tell who was there. There's only one person I keep bumping into. Sorry. Oh, okay. Atsuki. That's what I meant to say. I don't even want to ask. Just watch where you're going, idiot. Okay, jeez. Without another word, she walks on the hallway towards what I assume is her class. Wait! What is it? She quickly turns around, almost as if she expected me to call out to her. You feeling okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, alright then. Would you like to join Sarah and me for lunch? We won't be making it to the club today, so... Really? Why not? I've got tutoring to go to, and Sarah insisted she'd attend. Ah, I see. She looks down at the floor for a while. I'm not sure if anything specific happened between her and Sarah, but I can't be blamed for asking since I don't really know. Do you think she'd be okay with that? Why wouldn't she be? Is it because of... Actually... Forget I asked that. I'll join you guys. I'll meet you both there. Okay, great. See you then. They're all skirting around the issue, trying not to tell the MC of what the fuck is happening here. Cause the MC is completely clueless as well, so I mean... Why not skirt around the issue to a clueless person? She turns around and heads back down the hallway once again. As for me, I continue my trek towards the bathroom to finally relieve myself. Alright, so far, my guess is that Yuri and Natsuki had a fight. Maybe said a few things that both of them were right. Sayori got involved somehow, and maybe Natsuki said some things she regrets, or maybe Sayori said some things, the latter of which doesn't seem likely. Not sure about the Monica thing, though. That's a whole different mystery, it seems. Regardless, looks like some trouble happened in the club, and it's something I can't know about. Great. Oh? Okay, no, I thought we were gonna switch to Monica's perspective again, but no! It's lunchtime! Lunchtime. Sarah and I are out at the cafeteria and head to our usual table. Natsuki's sitting at a table full of girls I've only seen a few times. Okay, so I might need to cut this recording short. I don't know if I really do need to cut it short or not. Where's my phone? Where is my phone? Okay, my phone's right here. I might need to cut this recording short. I don't know when my mom's coming home. She went on vacation for a week to my aunt's house in Connecticut. So, I don't know when she's coming back. But I do know that it's soon, so I may need to stop the recording suddenly. Natsuki's sitting at a table full of girls I've only seen a few times. She seems a little quiet for how valuable the table is, but I should probably stop staring before I'm seen as the weird one. I'm pretty hungry. I can't wait to dig in. You're always hungry. Hey, that's like calling me fat, Mimi. It absolutely is not. It is too. Natsuki shows up shortly after we sat down, just as she promised. Hey Natsuki, joining us for lunch? Yeah, I guess so. Natsuki keeps shooting glances at the table from earlier. They're laughing amongst themselves and seemingly having a good time. Anyway, what did you bring for lunch today, Sayori? Well, remember how I said my dad would come over yesterday? Well, he packed me this super cool lunch based on American cuisine. Cuisine, huh? Sounds fancy. Sayori pulls a lunch wrap from the tool bag and serves us both down. She puts both hands on the table and begins to drum roll. Are you both ready for this? Just show us already! Here it is, ta-da! It's a cheeseburger. I know, right? Isn't it exciting? I sure confused what Natsuki for a moment. I should just let her have this. But at the same time, it's just a burger. It makes it so special from the burgers you get here. I'm glad you asked. Our cooking kind of associates find this very interesting. What makes this burger so different is that it was cooked in bacon grease, allowing the flavor of the bacon to seep into the meat. Oh, that sounds so fattening, yet it sounds so good. Oh, my dad does something similar with burgers, but instead of bacon, he injects it with barbecue sauce. So that makes it nice and moist. I know you don't like that word, but it's nice. And it makes it nice and moist, and it tastes so good. So good. Sounds a bit rosary. No offense to your dad. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's definitely different than the movies you find here, that's for sure. Really? I thought the chimney too. But then I tried it and... pure bliss. Here, Natsuki, you can have half. What? No, that's okay, dude. Don't do it. It's your lunch. It's okay, I insist. It's honestly too big for me to fish anyway. So he takes out a plastic knife and carefully, but somehow also clumsily cuts the burger in half. Looking at it again, it does seem a bit different. Slow with bacon and melted cheese. Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that sounds so good. My mouth was watering just thinking about it. Too bad I don't have any burgers for lunch. Too bad I'm not getting any burgers for lunch, dude. Usually we don't find burgers like that around here. Sarah finishes cooking and hands out the burger to Natsuki. Here you go. Thanks. Natsuki takes the burger and quickly begins to eat it. It just now occurred to me that Natsuki doesn't even have a lunch with her. Well, how's it? Good? Natsuki only nods as she continues eating. Well, where's my half? Hey, you already have your lunch. What did you bring anyway? Nothing special. Just some white rice and some fried fish. Must be tiring preparing cooking food yourself. Nah, not really. It's a bit time consuming, but owning an air fryer kind of makes things a lot easier. Exactly! Yes! An air fryer makes things so much easier. My fucking god. Are fryers really that versatile? Well, clearly you don't. Clearly you don't own an air fryer. Clearly none of you have owned an air fryer, apparently. Well, I don't rely on an air fryer to roast some food. Touche. But work harder, not smarter. It's the other way around. Smarter, not harder. You lose now. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. But lose what? Sorry, help me out here. Shirley shrugs. I grumble to myself to get my opponent defeat. It is nice to see Natsuki smile, though. It's not often you get to see that. Oh, guys, let me tell you a story. So, me and my dad used to watch a movie together when he comes home from overseas, right? And he showed me this movie that I've never seen before about a love story and a sinking ship. That would be Titanic. And it is pretty good. I've seen that one too. I also thought this whole time? Well, anyway, I cried so much I went through an entire tissue box. You guys got a lot too, right? I didn't. Nope, not me either. I mean, you feel left out, beanies. I get it from my dad, okay? He cried with me and he's seen the movie so many times. Hey, it's okay to cry. There's nothing wrong with expressing emotions like that. I like when a movie makes me cry, even though I can't really recall the last time it's happened. Yeah, heck, I read a manga that made me cry. So you're not alone. Just don't ever let that info leave the table while you built up. And my lips are sealed. Sayori suddenly scoots up closer to Natsuki and whispers loudly. I wouldn't trust Bat, however. He's an open book. What? Hey, you little... I reach over and attempt to grab Sayori's chocolate box to no avail. She then places the finger on my nose and looks at the... She then placed the finger on my nose and giggles mischievously. Jeez, I'm telling you, you never really know when Sayori's gonna strike. Hey, it doesn't matter to me one way or another. You two are fun to be around. By the way, Natsuki, how have you been feeling? Huh? Me? Is anyone else named Natsuki around here? Alright, point taken. I've been doing okay though, just trying to take things day by day. It's great to hear. I need some more water. We continue having a conversation amongst ourselves, talking about everything but what happened yesterday. But you know what? I think that's for the best. And I hope that whatever it is, she can work it out soon. Lunch is now wrapping up, and both Sayori and Natsuki get it from those seats at the same time. Well, back to the fray! Sayori, nobody says stuff like that anymore. Yeah, well, I do, so leave me alone, meanie. Raise my hands up in surrender. Sayori walks over and opens her arms wide, inviting Natsuki for a hug. Actually, looks like Sayori's about to give her one regardless. Out of here, Sayori, remember? Sorry. May I have a hug, please? Yeah, what the heck, but you only get one. I can work at that. Sayori and Natsuki share a small but tight embrace. Well, that's nice. Regardless of what happened yesterday, it's good to know it wasn't enough to stop him from doing stuff like this. Ow, don't even think about it. Wouldn't dream of it. I'm disease-free and I'd like to keep it that way. Natsuki gives me a friendly punch on my arm. Wait, are you saying that I gave her something bad? What? No, where'd you even get that idea? We all have to get this. We clean it up to ourselves and leave the cafeteria. Oh? Is it time? Oh ho ho ho! It's time! I called it! I knew that we were going to have a perspective shift to Monica. Oh, and she's in the room with the piano. We all know what that means. We all know what that means. I let out a sigh as I heard my injured fingers over the piano keys. Alright. Middle C is... It echoes in the room. I sighed as the sound of the piano benches stared at my hands. They're too banged out to play anything complex, which only saddens me further. I checked the time of the clock on the wall. There's still a few minutes until the club meeting starts. Pat, the character I thought was nothing more than a vessel for you is acting completely on his own. And I never foresaw any of that. I'm moving learning more about the girls, more than I ever even dreamed of learning. Everything that I thought I knew about them, with each passing day, I'm growing more wrong about everything. As I get it from the bench, the door slowly falls open, shocking me in the process. Oh, Yuri, what are you doing here? It's Natsuki. She's... I don't know. She's in the clubroom by herself. We have to talk to her about what happened yesterday, but I don't think I can do this without you. Without... me? Why me? You always know the right thing to say. And I think if you're there with me, she'll be more willing to see reason. You don't think that us two going up to her again this way will cause her to... I know what the consequences are. Sorry. I'm just worried about her. I understand. Let's just treat it as an old club meeting. If she wants to talk to us, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll make that clear too. Yuri and I walk out of the music room together. Interestingly, Yuri is constantly keeping a hand on her chest, almost as if to monitor her heartbeat. Hey, it's gonna be okay. We're her friends, right? You're one of her closest friends too, aren't you? I don't really know for certain. I would like to be. But there are things that she does that make me think otherwise. But the bond we do have at that moment is something I just can't let go. That's why we have to help her and be there for her. Right. Let's head in then. Yuri and I walk into the club room like normal. Hey Natsuki, you're really kind of early, aren't you? Yeah, that's not a problem, is it? Not at all, just a surprise is all. I'm sure you also heard about Bet and Sierra being up for tutoring. Yeah, which reminds me. What's the plan for today? Because I kind of just want to read on my own. Well, I was hoping the three of us get out of a talk. From the corner of my eye, I see Yuri nervously nod. About what? What is it to talk about? Well, we can't just pretend yesterday's events didn't happen. Monica's right. We have to work this out. We have to... Natsuki visibly guessing. Oh god, here we go again. Natsuki does not want to talk about what happened. Rightfully so, but I'm kind of on the side of Maki and Yuri here. I mean, you can't just forget about it and act like it didn't happen. You have to face it head on and come to a resolution. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I've had enough of this, alright? I'm done. I don't want to see you right now. You betrayed my trust and you think I'd be willing to forgive you for that? I'd never do that to you. I just want to know why you're not facing the facts. Your friends aren't real friends. They're the most toxic individuals inside school. Because I don't know how to let them go, alright? There's so much you don't get. You don't understand me. I can't be alone again. I can't. I just can't. Natsuki starts to walk back to the books and face in her hands. Her breathing's very erratic and now sounds like she's hyperventilating. Yuri immediately rushes over and puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Natsuki struggles a bit and gives him right away. She instead starts to calm down and control her breathing. I can only watch in disbelief. The way Yuri is able to comfort her like that without hesitation is admirable, and honestly sort of overwhelming in a way. Suddenly, Natsuki pushes Yuri away and lets her away. I'm going to sit over there. Before Yuri and I could protest, she walks up to the usual reading spot. She sits down without an book or manga and just lets out every sigh. Yuri and I share concerned glances with one another, barely able to process what just happened a few seconds ago. Without saying anything, Yuri and I walk to Natsuki calmly. Oh, I like this art! New art! Natsuki sits off to the other side of the classroom, not really making eye contact with us. Yuri and I sit down nearby and look at her. This isn't how I wanted you guys to see me today. I just wanted to have no club meeting. No drama, no stupidity. Just a normal meeting. Is that so much to ask? Ignoring your problems isn't the right move, Natsuki. You weren't supposed to know those problems. Stupid Yuri just blurted them out. Don't call her that. You don't mean that. Whatever. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I shouldn't have told anybody about this. That was my mistake and I'm deeply sorry about that. I'm not very good at these things. I want to help my friends, but I don't really know how to go about doing that. I didn't really need your help, though. Do you believe that yourself? You have no idea how hard it is for me to admit this. Even if I did, what could you possibly do to get me out of it? These friends aren't perfect, but what friends are? That's a good point. But you're not stupid, Natsuki. I know you aren't. Surely you can see the difference between how we treat you versus them. There's a reason why you come to this club besides reading and writing poems, isn't there? Well, yeah. But you don't get it! I can't just let them go, and no matter how badly they treat me, it's real difficult to let them go because I've already found a bond with them. Can you stop saying that? Saying what? That I don't get it. Denying. As if you... I do. I already told you yesterday, Natsuki. You're just like me. Any bond that I make, I end up in an endless cycle of mistrust and fear, to the point of pushing them away. But the ones I do make, they mean so much to me. Being alone most of my life, even just one friend makes a whole world of a difference. And for you, I can imagine I'll stay with them because we were first friends for a long time. Would I be wrong in assuming that you can't let go of those bonds because you feel you went in alone? Natsuki sighs. No, you'd be right. I can't really fathom the idea of leaving my friends behind. Just kill them. Just kidding. I'm scared of ending up alone. She pauses. Do you both remember once hearing about Bat's Club? I nod along with Yuri. Do you remember how awful I was to him at first? He didn't really deserve that, but I couldn't help it either. I don't really like change when it comes to friends I've already bonded with, even though none of us were super duper close yet. Plus, it really did seem like he was only here because of us. As in, trying to get us all in bed with him or something. I'm sure it was pretty obvious that he was hanging out with me the most, for a while at least. Yuri giggles, eyes stay silent. I have a hard time telling people I'm being genuine or not. Same here. I guess that's why I've always wanted to be your friend, Natsuki. Despite our differences. We understand each other, even though you try your best to deny that. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I struggle with that sort of thing because, well, you both know already that my relationship with my dad isn't the greatest. I don't really want to push up with those details. There's a part of me that just can't go against something like that. I love him too much. But I will say that I know this part of where this all stemmed from. And I want to get better at it. I just need help. That's what we're here for. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm sure last week proved that. But I want to try and be that club president you all met when we first started the club together. And I want to start by helping you get through this. So, this is interesting. Because, in the OG, Monika's entire thing, no matter what happened, was get closer to that by any means necessary. In this one, in the remake, it's like kind of the same thing, but also she wants to just be the club president so that hopefully these problems will go away. Which is kind of weird to me and interesting, because what I was looking forward to the most in this novel was I wanted to see what this guy did with the car scene, because y'all know how much that peeved me to no end. So I don't deserve this. I've always been so mean to you all. I can't. Natsuki, you're very strong for opening up like this. You've made the first step, and it's the most challenging one. There are a lot of people who can't do this on their own. Even I couldn't do it. Sarah and Bad had to help me. Sarah's advice to me was, acknowledging a problem is the first step to solving that problem. Yuri gets out of the desk and reaches her hand out. And you've made that first step all by yourself. Natsuki stares at Yuri's hand in shock for moments. Hee. Sarah can be really smart when she actually puts her mind to something. I guess that's probably why I made Sarah my vice president. I wasn't aware that she was literally coded to be a vice president, at least not at that point. I made her vice president because I saw how much she cared about everyone. And despite everything I've been through, that aspect of her seems to ring true even now. Natsuki takes Yuri's hand and gets up from the floor. The two share an understanding glance before nodding slightly. Well, I'm glad things all worked themselves out. You did amazing, Natsuki. I'm proud of you. Proud of me? I don't think anybody has ever told me that before. Thank you. I'm proud of you both, actually. You both have changed so much since the first time I met you two. Getting the opportunity to see you both grow like this is amazing. And I'm glad you both are members of the literature club. I'm glad to be a member here too. As am I! Though, I don't really want this to end. What do you mean? There's more to my story than I think I'm ready to share with you two. So, long as you promise that you won't listen to the conversation or ever leave this room. We promise. Pinky promise! Natsuki says that of Pinky, to which you and I take turns dropping ours of our own around hers. Okay. Natsuki takes a deep breath and seems to visibly relax. You're gonna have to bear with me here, this is easy for me. I'd first like to apologize for lashing out at you these past 2 days. Things are getting rough. Here at school, and at home. Yuri, do you remember that time my dad kept constantly calling or messaging me? Yuri nods. So, don't tell Sarah this. I told my dad I read a suicide attempt a few days after that happened. I didn't really know who else to talk to about it, so I went to him. I'm guessing he's starting to get pretty good about me, which is such a weird feeling because... Natsuki paused for a moment. I already know about her father. I have ever since my epiphany struck. I had planned to make things worse for her. I had planned to really ruin her life. Make her undesirable. And now I'm standing there and listening to her lament about it all. Because I've never really been close with him at all. But that's beside the point. My dad and I have never really gotten along. We always fight and argue. He never sees things my way and it gets so frustrating. And he's always forcing me to try to be something I'm not. She pauses for a moment. I've never really bonded with my dad. I'm dropping the voices here because I can't really do voices. Sure, I'll take me out shopping out for ice cream, but I've never really helped. Things have been this way for years. So when he suddenly starts worrying about me because of what happened, it's like he's doing it for his own benefit instead of actually caring. But because where was his worrying whenever I actually needed him? Sorry. Natsuki sniffles and rubs his heels away. I've never really talked about this stuff with anybody before. I guess I never really saw it as a big deal. But that being said, I've never been good at expressing my feelings. Even though I always want to. The words just never come out right. I always end up sounding like a big dummy. But I think of everything that's happened. The least I can do is try to talk about how I feel. It's just so hard to confide to people. I think that has something to do with my relationship with my dad. Even hinting at it to my friends leads them to just tell me the same, well, family's still family even with all those fights. And that's just hard to believe, you know? A parent shouldn't be cheap with groceries to the point where all I have to make for lunch is some rice and whatever else is in the fridge that week. A parent shouldn't tell their daughter that they can take care of themselves just because they're in high school. That makes no sense. A parent shouldn't tell their daughter that her emotions are invalid just because they didn't get to say a word about it. A father shouldn't tell me that I'm being overdramatic, lazy, and not acting the way a lady should. I wish my dad would just be there for me when I need him. I wish my heart didn't let me go through this on my own. Natsuki nearly collapsed into Yuri's arms, prompting Yuri to quickly hold her up and keep her from falling. I never realized. I gently rubbed my cheek and found that it soaked my own tears. Natsuki's sobs filled the room, leaving Yuri and I completely at a loss for words. I think we both come to a non-verbal agreement that we should allow Natsuki to let everything out. Because, now that I think about it, she's really been through a lot. And I think that's my fault. Keeks stung to depression was my fault, wasn't it? And that's why this reset's happened to me. But I'm here fixing that. At least I hope so. I really do want to help them. Right? Natsuki picks up from Yuri's arm to try to calm himself down. Big dummy for all of this. A big stubborn idiot. Because I know that even after all this, I'm not gonna change. I'll end up staying the exact same way. That's not true, and if you keep saying that, you'll end up believing it. Yuri's right. If you think you won't change, then you really won't. Sure, actions speak louder than words, but sometimes words are what allow us to take action in the first place. Start believing yourself a bit more. Believe you can change for the better. But this isn't easy for me. I can't just switch it up from one day to the next. My dad isn't suddenly going to start doing better. That's here to stay. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. Just small little changes can make a world of a difference. May I make a suggestion? Natsuki goes away to and looks directly at me, her tears glistening under the lights. Start hanging out with us a bit more, in place of your other friends. What? Didn't you just hear anything I said a few minutes ago? I can't do that. I know. I understand that. But beyond, you've kind of been doing that those last 2 weeks, haven't you? Yeah, I guess I have. There you go then. You've already made your first steps. There's still so much about you that I don't like. Same here. You're not the only one who feels this way, Natsuki. What do you mean? You're like, basically perfect. Eh? That's not true. You don't really think that, do you? I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'm not perfect. I'm flawed. But what human being isn't? I battled with anxiety for years, and I've hated parts of myself at the same amount of time. I still have parts of myself that I really just don't like. So, I think you have the wrong idea about me. There's still things I admire about you, Gary. I never thought I'd ever admit these things to you, but here I am. First of all, your patience with others, and especially me, is insane. Like, despite me being the most stubborn person ever, you still stuck around. I'm sorry I'm not making too much, comments, here and there. I'm just reading because this is a very serious moment. Heck, I think I even hated that part about you for a little bit. Because in my mind, I thought that there wouldn't be anybody willing to actually listen to me vent about stupid stuff like I want arguments or shit reviews of my favorite manga. But you were there anyway, listening away and making me feel like I belong somewhere. I just hate how you always talk down to yourself sometimes. It gets annoying because you're too stupid to see that you're actually a good friend. I guess it's just hard for me. But there are things I admire about you too. Your persistence to keep your friendship together is stellar. The way you took actual Monica and I disagreement is something I never would have been able to do on my own. Admittedly, your persistence to stay with those awful friends of yours can be very aggravating, but admirable nonetheless. The point is, I see things in you that you probably don't see yourself, and I guess the same goes for you. I know we never really got off on the right foot in terms of a friendship, and I know we disagree on plenty of things, but I'm proud to call you my friend. Natsuki smiles slightly. I can't help but realize I've been completely silent during all of this. But I guess Natsuki did consider me to be the middleman of the situation. I'm glad you're my friend too. I'll try my best to improve myself. But only if you promise to do it too. Yuri giggles. Of course, I look forward to working on it together. Natsuki suddenly turns around and looks towards me. Hey, Monica? I don't think I've ever shown my appreciation for what you've done for me here. Well, press. You all make me feel safe here. This club has become a safe place for me. Despite everything that's happened these last few weeks, I can't lie and say that they haven't been fun sometimes. Being able to have some other place to hang out and that doesn't involve my other friends in any sort of way feels nice. I was worried things would have been different after Sayori. You all already know. But you all made this club a different place, with all of its rough patches. So thank you to the both of you, and to Sayori as well. She's great at making you feel cared for, isn't she? And her hugs are the best. They're alright, I guess. Yuri and I share a small chuckle. I can't forget about that either. He can be kind of sly and annoying sometimes, but he has his moments. He's smarter than he gives himself credit for. So don't tell him I said any of that. The last thing we all need is ego-inflated bat. We all laugh again. Kind of okay with him not being here though. Made this whole thing just a bit easy to get off my chest. It feels great. Yuri, without warning, walks over to Natsuki and gives her a hug. Natsuki stuns and protests a bit, but doesn't resist. Instead, she slowly hugs back. Today's rubbing off on you. I guess she is. Very, very sentimental moment. Oh. The lingering monitor access kernel reset. It's at 7%. Ooh. So, like, what's actually the deal with these things? Like, they're freaking everywhere. Did you ever get one? They're way too expensive right now, but I'd like to get one day, for sure. Plus, my eyes of mine grown. My brain hurts. You did good today, though. You worked really hard. Yeah, it was nice to get stuff done. Doesn't help the headache, though. So your last issue pulls out her phone and texts someone. Sorry, gotta check in on the club. You know how it goes. Right, you're always keeping up with that, huh? I asked you, it's my duty. Right, nothing wrong with that. You're the right person after all. Do you think this went okay for them today? I hope so. I'm thinking about Natsuki. Ah, that makes sense. Well, I have to go get ready and head to my session. Hopefully we'll be able to handle this tomorrow. Don't stress about it too much. I'll try my best. Alright, I'll see you around then, Sayori. Sayori cheerfully walks to the storehouse to get ready. I'll trust myself as I reach her bag and head home. I guess I'm starting to trust her a little bit more. She seems happier, more carefree, like her old self. But the only reference I have of her old self is years old at this point. What I know better now is... I reach my front door, unlock it, and head inside. I follow my guy on the couch and get ready to prepare some dinner. Okay, my mom is on the way down the street, so I need to cut this recording very, very short now. I know that this was a very, very short-ish recording here, but I promise the next one will be a bit longer, at least an hour. Yes, I need to get going now. My mom's down the street and she needs help getting everything in. Yes, goodbye.